Hello and welcome to tonight's Whole Wheat Casa. I'm here with Kev. There's no beer table because it's pretty late, so I didn't feel like drinking and then going to bed.
Yeah.
Um,
JD's
and
JD's pretty much asleep at this point.
yeah,
You might hear snoring at some
yeah,
point.
it's all right. You should hear snoring.
Yeah.
Um, Kevin is headed to Disney, and we're not recording on a Monday night because there was an Eagles game, which
Yeah.
is more important.
I mean, it was a good Eagles game. I don't know. Monday night Eagles games really screwed my whole life.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know. We're going to be in Disney for a week, so I'm not really going to work out there. So I wanted a good gym week. And I mean, could have gone to the gym. And I also wanted to watch the Eagles game. Then we couldn't podcast. Now we're here at like friggin' 2 in the morning on Wednesday. I mean, it feels that late. It's not really
Yeah.
that late, but it's like really late because Monday is the only night that I can get here not that late. So yeah, that's our
Have-
that's our life.
Have you taken my advice yet of actually going on a date night with Kelly? Have
So
you done one in the last 3 weeks?
we did on Friday, although honestly, what I remember more about the night is me being annoyed prior to that because we were both so I was working all weekend. Um, we were both working late on Friday because all this paperwork stuff that Kelly is basically her office is behind on. So they were like, "Oh, do you want to work overtime and take care of something?" And she's like, "Yeah." So she actually went to work Saturday morning too. She was at work like most of the day Saturday, as well as I was. And so our plan is to both work late. So we're okay. So we'll stay at work till like 6 or 7. Allie's, with I forget who she was with, whoever that day,
Somebody.
somebody in South Philly. And so I figured, so we'll get done work. We'll like go get dinner. Like it'll be great. So we're leaving work, and then Kelly's like, we're gonna meet Brittany at Target. And I was like, why? Why are we going to? First of all, why are we driving back all the way back to South Philly to go to fucking Target? Like, why do we have to meet someone at Target right now? So like we did that. I was also really hungry. Besides like being grumpy that we didn't like go out to dinner downtown. So, I mean, we walked on Target for, I mean, it was probably 45 minutes, but it seemed like 3 hours. And like, that we just don't want to be somewhere and like your eyes are like burn, like you just want to close your eyes because like
Yeah.
everything is annoying.
Yeah.
And we were there. And like, obviously, like, I like hanging out with Brittany, but I just didn't want to be there.
Right.
I don't
I
know.
told you guys have to just do a date
Yeah.
night, not worry about other stuff.
I don't know. Like I don't know. Like I mean, I just don't want to be at Target. Like Brittany could have come to dinner. I don't even give a shit. But I wanted to like not just go shopping.
No, the
so.
point is just you two.
Oh, I know.
Why do
but
you guys have to go shopping every time?
I don't
every
know.
single day? But did you guys even get anything?
Apparently, when you go on vacation, you have to get new socks and underwear.
No, that you could have done that before.
And I've never heard that before either.
Yeah.
So we did that. So fine. I don't know. So we went that, and then we did eventually go to dinner afterwards. But
Or-
but I kind of freaked out first in the car.
There's a Target
Yeah.
right down the street from where you work.
Yeah. I don't know. There's that one. They actually opened a new one too on Broad Street, which apparently sucks.
Yeah.
But but yeah. So that was so like sort of. I
So
don't know.
you failed 3 weeks in a row at this point.
Yeah, but then it was good because then Allie ended up sleeping out. Although I mean we had to get up at like 5 in the morning for work. So, but it was still at least like a kid free night. But it just
Right.
didn't start until like 8 p.m. and then like we had to get up at 5 a.m.
So you're already frustrated.
Yeah, exactly. It was like it was like good eventually, but the main thing I want to talk about today is Mark Sanchez. Because I don't know, I just think it's awesome that I don't know, they're watching the Eagles post game show. I forget who said it, but they were like, "Yeah, imagine 5 years ago that you'd be saying the sentence that Mark Sanchez just handed the ball to Adrian Peterson for the longest run of his career for the Washington Redskins against the world champion Philadelphia Eagles."
Yeah.
Like nothing about that sentence makes any sense.
Right. Yeah, that was a crazy play.
I don't know. I was rooting so hard for Mark Sanchez. I wanted the Eagles to win, but I wanted Mark Sanchez to like throw 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, well, Mark Sanchez should have won when he was on the Eagles.
Yeah.
But-
Was there some weird thing with him where some queen of some country liked him?
Oh, I don't I don't know.
I think I remember that being a thing when he was with the Jets. It was like some royal person in Europe was like had a real Mark Sanchez thing. Like it
He's
was
not a bad looking guy. He's a
Yeah.
journeyman, third-rate quarterback.
yeah.
So he has some sort of skill and some sort of fame. But so how bad were those announcers for the Eagles game? They were fucking horrendous.
So
They talked about domestic violence for about 4 or 5 minutes.
yeah.
Eagles got an interception and they didn't even mention it.
Yeah. So I would have been really mad if I were a Redskins fan watching that game because they were obsessed with Zach Ertz. And I feel like it's usually just I can just think of watching a lot of games where like it would be somebody on the other team that they'd get obsessed with and I would just like freak out the whole time like my god, I don't give a fuck about this guy anymore.
Yeah. They always do. Every game I've ever
Yeah.
watched, they always obsess about one thing.
But they talked about Zach Ertz for like a half hour.
Yeah.
Like it got to the point like when they were like when they were really keen on him. I just remember they were like in the red zone and they were like, "Oh, Zach Ertz isn't in this play." Like, "Oh no, Zach Ertz isn't in. What are the other 11 guys going to even do?
Yeah.
What's even the point? Just call a timeout so Zach Ertz can get back in." But
They
were
always
like,
do it.
really obsessed.
The last Giants game, they went on the I can't think of his name, the wide receiver guy. They went like ham on him,
Yeah.
and you're like, Jesus Christ. And then
I don't know. I just always think this is one like Donovan McNabb was here. It was I can't remember who it was. It was I think they were playing against the Bears and they had that punt returner that was like a big story at the time. And I just remember like flipping out in that game because every time the Eagles punted or kicked off, they'd be like, "Oh, you gotta watch out where this guy is." And they even had like a little like graphic of his head like on the like floating on the screen at one point.
yeah, I think they're told to, but that was the most I watched NFL stream because I don't have ABC.
Mhm.
So I had to watch it online. So it's like 30 seconds behind.
Yeah.
I wanted to put on the radio, but it's like I would be listening to the future, basically. Like
Yeah.
so it would have ruined it for me, but they were horrendous.
Yeah, I always it's a shame. I I always like the idea of putting on the radio, but then like, and then a graphic comes up on the screen, you kind of want to hear about the graphic. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like I think it's never worth
It
it.
was just 30 seconds behind. If
Yeah.
it was live, I would have definitely put on the radio.
Well, no, there's ways with TVs now. You could match it up, and I know sometimes for big games they like broadcast in a way that it matches up.
Oh no, I was streaming illegally,
Ah, okay.
so it was like 30 seconds behind.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
I see what
because
you're
I don't have Channel 6.
saying. Yeah.
So
How do you know how do you know have Channel 6?
it doesn't come in with the rabbit ears.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, because it's out by Lancaster, so it's like just too
Okay.
far away.
Yeah, I think it's weird sometimes. Like the radio station I listen to in the mornings, like somewhere in Jersey, and then like sometimes I drive too far away.
Yeah.
It's real fuzzy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to stream off the internet. So that kind of sucked, but it was just the first play of the game or the first series of the game was awesome, and then the rest of the first quarter was pretty terrible, and then the second quarter was terrible, and the second half was like really good.
Yeah.
Well, for the Eagles, it was just terrible for the Redskins.
I don't know. The other part, the other part of the Mark Sanchez story that I love. I saw an article today that the Redskins were, because he's the only quarterback on the roster, so they were looking for essentially like a fourth string quarterback to sign now. And I like that the article had to point out that they talked to Colin Kaepernick, but then they decided to go with this guy that hasn't thrown a pass since 2011 in the NFL and played minor league football last year, and it's his 20th team.
Yeah.
So I like that the article had to point out that they went with this guy over Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
Because fuck Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, it's just I think people are like Colin Kaepernick should be able to take a knee or shouldn't be able to do this or should. You know who would pissed off?
Who's that?
Rich old white men.
Yeah.
You know who pay the salaries of all the football players?
Exactly.
Rich old
Yeah.
white men. So it's like you have freedom of speech also comes with what's it called? Those things,
Like
not guarantees. I lost it. I had it and I lost it. Not penalties.
like the responsibility of like, or
Yeah.
like the repercussions of whatever happens.
Yeah. It's just like if you have freedom of speech, but you have to deal with whatever that is.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it doesn't matter whether what he stands for is right or wrong. What matters is that it's not as a football team that makes their money from their fans. You can't really piss off like half of your fans, so it's not even worth it. I mean, that's what people don't get. Like I feel like I heard some stuff like at the beginning of this year that basically the NFL was like blacklisting Colin Kaepernick, and like that's not the case. He's just an annoying fucking guy, and
Yeah.
like no one just wants to deal with the bullshit. Like
Yeah.
it's like even if you agree with him, like it's not worth it to deal with the bullshit.
Yeah. Well, he pissed off the wrong people.
Yeah,
He pissed off the minority, which is rich white men who sign the checks.
well, it's not like rich white men. I mean, the NFL overall took a big ratings hit,
Right.
And I mean, I don't know if it's true. I'd be curious this year if they've rebounded, but I mean, a lot of people attributed it to the kneeling stuff.
Yeah,
So
because it's like it's freedom of speech, but it's also like kind of anti-American. It's like
Yeah.
we understand why he knelt, but like there's way better ways of doing it.
yeah, well, I like the way I like what the Eagles did, where
And
they
then-
like the arm up or the hand on the
Yeah.
shoulder or whatever.
And then, but his last like 4 or 5 games were just trash anyway, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah,
But yeah, something like that. The arm up, like they got from back in the Olympics, like in '79 or
Yeah.
whatever, or '78.
like basically like social justice wise, whatever Malcolm Jenkins does is right.
Yeah,
Like he seems like a guy that gets it. I don't know. I really think he's going to be like this generation's like Brian Dawkins. Like if he
so.
sticks around for a little bit longer and stuff.
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, he's a great player, and he just seems like he's a guy that gets society. I don't know. He doesn't like he speaks out without sounding like an asshole. Like he doesn't do stupid things. I don't know.
Yeah. So you want to put on a tinfoil hat for a second?
Yeah,
All right. So the LGBT community was
I think it's LGBTQ plus.
whatever LGBT community.
Hang on.
It doesn't matter because
Okay.
I'm never gonna say it. They were like outraged that like the government basically shut down for Bush Senior's funeral today.
Yeah.
Like no mail and all this other stuff, and they were real mad that like his thing is his administration like ignored the AIDS epidemic because it was related to gay people
30
And-
years ago. Though.
yeah. But here's the thing, it wasn't just his administration, it was
Yeah.
Reagan's,
Yeah.
it was Carter's. Like they ignored it, and you know why Bush ignored it,
Mm.
and probably why Reagan ignored it, because they wanted to destroy communism. And here's where the
Yeah.
tinfoil hat comes in.
Mm.
They allowed the drug smuggling. Bush was in charge of the CIA.
Mm.
He allowed the drug smuggling. He actually like helped it so they could get money,
Mm.
because the number one cause of AIDS was intravenous needles.
Mm.
So if you ban drug smuggling and you really fight against it instead of support it,
Mm.
so the Contras did get money, and then Bush would get money too,
Mm.
and then they get the communists out of power, and we put dictators that are friendly towards us in power in those countries. Those like
Didn't usually work out.
yeah, it didn't usually work out, but they weren't communists.
Yeah.
They were just really bad guys.
Yeah.
So we avoided communism, but here's the downside: we, as a government, and this isn't a conspiracy.
Mm.
There's actual like government like things in Congress and all that stuff, and they actually had to testify and all that stuff, that we supported drug dealers to drug smuggle, to get money to keep communist leaders out of those countries.
Mm.
So that's a thing. That thing really happened. So I don't think it was them avoiding taking care of gay people, which was like 3% of the AIDS epidemic.
Mm.
It spread because AIDS spread, and they didn't do anything about it because that was what was keeping communists out of power.
Yeah. Why is AIDS associated as like a gay thing? I mean, I guess, I guess anal sex, if you had AIDS, you're more likely to get it from something like that.
Have you ever seen the statistics of getting AIDS from anal sex?
Yeah.
It's like 0.0001%.
Well, the total amount of people that as in like that's how people get it.
Right.
Well, that's what I mean. But
Yeah.
I mean, if you took all the sex acts, that probably, I mean, like, so if you had someone with AIDS and they had all the different types of sex acts with
Right.
someone else,
Right.
the anal sex would be the most likely to transmit it.
Right.
But that's what I mean. Like, is it really like I don't know the statistics. Like do gay people really have AIDS more or HIV more, or did they back then?
Yeah.
That it was associated, or was it just some weird stigma that happened?
I think they had more than they do now,
Yeah.
but it was mostly sharing needles.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
sleep-
which is not a gay or straight
Yeah,
thing. So.
yeah. And they covered that up to keep communists out of South American countries. And that's like my tinfoil. Like, so it's like you get mad about things, but you're getting mad about like a very, very, very small minority of people, which is still like, it's not right,
Yeah.
but it's still, you're getting mad at the wrong things. Like, so you really have to do your history, do your research.
Oh, so it's LGBTQIA.
I'm never going to say any of that.
But, and this is a serious point though. So at that point, when you're specifically like making a point to list out every possible thing that's not, just heterosexual, like cisgendered, then like why even do it anymore? Why not just have like a C in there for cisgendered and an H for heterosexual?
I don't know.
Like why not just have be all the people that?
Well, here's the thing. I call everyone dude.
Yeah.
You got a problem with that? Too bad.
Yeah. The I stands for intersex, so I don't fully know. What that
I don't
means.
know what that is. I think it's all ridiculous. It's still such a small minority of the population.
But even with that, like I feel like those like do those people aren't all like they're not like I don't understand why you would put all those different people in the same group. Like someone who's intersex would have very different, issues and life experiences than someone who just is like a gay guy.
Yeah.
Or like, or someone who's like asexual would have like a different experience than someone who,
Right.
is like transgender or something. Like, I don't understand why they would all be in the same category.
And I know for a fact, because I've met a bunch of them,
Yeah.
volunteering in the theater and everything. There's a bunch of like gay dudes and chicks that like really don't want to associate with that community. Like they're like kind of just want to live life.
Yeah.
And us putting that out makes us feel unequal. you know?
Well, that's what I mean, because basically by putting all those people into that giant acronym,
Yeah.
you're basically saying like, oh, we're just the others. Like
Right.
versus like, why couldn't you just be like a transgender guy? Like, why do
Yeah.
you have to be part of that other group?
Yeah.
I don't know. And I don't know. It always makes me think of do you know the comedian Eddie Izzard?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he does it much anymore, but he used to. I guess he was like. I guess you'd consider him transgender. He basically like to dress like a woman, like
Crossdresser?
yeah. But he had like a whole thing about and it was true because I mean this was maybe 20 years ago, and I think people were less aware of it then, but they always assumed he was gay, and he was like, no, I like women. I just like to dress like a woman. Like, so he's like that has nothing to do with who I find attractive.
Right.
I just myself like to dress like a woman. And again, like that, like you would have very different issues and life experiences as Eddie Izzard than you would if you were like a gay guy. Like you'd have different things that would cross your mind. So I don't understand why they all have to be grouped together.
They don't, because it's like the people who actually have a problem with like gay people and whatever, even smaller population. Well, here in America,
Yeah.
yeah, other places it's very worse. But like here in America, the people that actually have problems is probably it's a smaller proportion of people. Like you walk down the street, you work in Philadelphia, you work and
Mm.
live in Philadelphia.
Mm.
Do you like? Can you easily point out all the gay people?
I can't tell if I can't tell anyone that's
Yeah,
gay.
exactly. Because they don't
Yeah.
care. They don't broadcast it. It's the
Yeah.
people that broadcast it, and the people that broadcast their hate for it. They're the people that everyone's annoyed with.
Yeah.
Like who cares?
Well, that was always my thing. Like, I don't know. I feel like when you have a kid, you think about it like basically like, oh, what if Sam were gay or whatever.
Yeah.
And my thing has always been like, as long as he's the guy, and like maybe that's bigoted or whatever, but like I don't know, I'd like him to be a guy, and if he like, if he likes other guys, like I mean, who cares? Who cares who you like? But
Like
I don't know.
if you had a friend, like a best friend,
Yeah.
and he made the best chicken wings ever.
Mm.
Like every Sunday he came over like guy's guy and he came out to you and he was like these chicken wings are fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like you like I can't wait till football season. Tim brings over these chicken wings, right? He makes all these jokes. He's definitely a guy's guy. And like one day he's like, "Yeah, I'm gay."
This is a confession because you like to
No.
make chicken wings and
No, no,
stuff.
no.
Okay.
My chicken wings are trash. Like he talks, like
Yeah.
and he's like, "Guys, I'm gay," and everyone's like, "All right."
That's what I
You
mean.
know,
Yeah, no, I 100%
you know,
agree. That's how it would come across. I'd be like, okay.
Yeah, but it's like, question:
Yeah.
are your chicken wings still gonna be awesome?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't change at all. Are you still gonna like football? Yeah, it doesn't change at all.
Yeah.
Are you still gonna make gay jokes with us? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't. It doesn't. If you come out as gay, like it shouldn't change. Like I've
Mm.
known people that came out as gay, transgender. It
Mm.
didn't change them at all.
Yeah.
Like they were just like, all right, cool, this is what I like, and everyone's like, cool. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I think it's weird. I think it's really a community issue because so I feel like unfortunately, I mean, I haven't known a lot of gay people, but the ones I've known weren't really my cup of tea. But it's because they acted like it seemed like being gay was the only thing about them. It was like their defining characteristic. And I don't know. That would be like to me. That would be like if I was just talked about banging chicks all day, all I ever fucking talked about. But then I've had gay guys as patients who, the only reason I know they're gay is because they're talking. They're like, oh, my partner, this or whatever. And I'm like, and otherwise you'd have no idea because they're just guys. I don't know. And yeah, I don't really know where I'm going with that, but that's I don't know. I guess, and again, I don't think it's really a gay thing. I think anyone that defines their self by one characteristic of their life and nothing else, I think that's the issue. And I just feel like unfortunately, and I mean I can understand why it would be, because I guess that's until that's, and I guess it's getting more mainstream all the time. But until it's a fully accepted thing, you probably do get some societal pressure that your sexuality, if it's not heterosexual, probably does define you in a lot of ways. But I don't know, but to let any one thing define everything about who you are, which is what at least my limited experience has been with certain people.
Yeah. But I get what you're saying. If you're a regular at a restaurant,
Yeah.
and the owner cook guy comes out and that's all he talks to you about is food, what he did difference, that's what defines him as a person to you.
Yeah.
But if you invite him over for Sunday football,
Yeah.
and and that's all he talks about is food,
Yeah.
he's a very boring guy.
Yeah.
Boy, you're here for football, talk about
Yeah.
anything other than food. We invited you, so I want to get to know you as a person. But I see what you're saying. Oh, my defining character is I'm gay. Yeah, but what do you like?
Yeah.
You see him outside. Do you like pizza,
Yeah.
cars, quilts? I don't know. What about you makes you you?
Yeah.
It's not being gay.
Yeah.
Me being fat doesn't I can't do it. I like watching strongmen and those guys and everything,
Mm.
and most of their stuff is like, look, chair for a normal guy can't fit into it. Clothes shopping for me is gonna be terrible. We get it, you're fucking big, but like,
Yeah.
what is it about you that makes you you? Like, just lift weights. Like, we get it, you're big.
Yeah.
I don't need your social commentary about how normal things don't fit you. It's not my fault you're 450 pounds. Like,
Yeah. That Dom Mazzetti, that the Bro Science Life guy. I was watching one of his videos today, and I forget what the context of this was, but it was basically about how like if you're at the gym just to get stronger, how like basically all your fun's at the gym because as soon as you leave the gym, then you're just a fat guy. like
that's me.
yeah, no one in real life knows how heavy a weight you can lift. Yeah.
That's my thing. That's my thing. Like at the gym, Coco, our dog here,
Yeah.
weighs between like, depending on like how it's feeling, like 40 and 50 pounds. Like
Yeah.
like typically 45 pounds. So it's like one plate.
Yeah.
So it's like Rachel will go like, how much does that weigh? And I go, 6.5 Cocos. And she's like, oh, I can't lift that. I know it's for me. How much does that weigh? 2 Cocos.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh yeah, I did some. I feel like I've been doing some more, some less strength things with the bench press because I feel like the last few times I've gone to the gym, there's a bunch of guys sitting around holding the heavier weights, just like looking at them. So I don't know what the fuck they're doing. So I was like, so I did like a million sets of like the 45s yesterday. It was good. It felt pretty good. My shoulder gets more sore.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got this wonky left shoulder.
You should get a massage.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm dead serious. Like it'll help you push your muscles back in.
Yeah.
You should get if you work out like often, you should get a massage like every 3-6 months.
Hmm.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I don't, but
Yeah.
yeah, I just got one and it felt really like I was super tired and I
Yeah.
was sore for 2 days, but like I'm lifting a lot better.
That's pretty good. Yeah. Well, I had that missing deltoid on the left side.
Oh Jesus Christ!
So there's just something wrong with that shoulder. It just hurts. Like and it just when I'm lifting weights, like it doesn't hurt all the time.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, it's definitely gotten a lot better since I switched to basically all like dumbbells. 'Cause I think doing barbells like hurt that shoulder a lot more.
So Friday you're leaving for Disney?
Yeah.
Friday to Friday?
Yeah. So
Do you have $1 billion saved up?
I mean, I have $6 in my bank account right now, but I get paid Friday. So, but yeah, I mean, I don't. So we're going with like real Disney pros. So like,
It's gonna be so annoying.
yeah, I mean, it will be, but I feel like, I think like all our meals are already planned out. Like I think like every minute of the trip's planned out, including the day that we go to like whatever the Disney or whatever the Christmas event is. So the park's open until like midnight. So I think we're going to be in the park from like 7 a.m. till like midnight that day.
Oh,
So,
I would definitely pack a gun and kill myself
Yeah.
if like that's what I hate. Like Rachel wants to go to France with her friend
yeah.
and like wants me to come,
Mm.
but he's like the kind of guy that's like, all right, here's what we're doing from 7 to 9, and then from 9:15 to 3, then we got to catch a bus, and we got to do this. Like every day is meticulously planned out.
Yeah.
Like all I really want to do is like, all right, here's the plane, and here's the plane back. Like that's it. That's all I want to plan.
Yeah.
If you do some tours or something like that, you plan that as well. But other than that, like I hate planning shit on vacation because, you know this better than I do. Life here is hectic.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we gotta do that. Like the other day, like you wanted to go on a date. Oh, we have to go to Target for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
When you could have just went to the one. In
We
Center
had to get
City.
those socks and underwear.
Not not Saturday
Yeah.
or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, why would I want my vacation meticulously planned out? When
Yeah.
my day to day is meticulously planned out.
Well, that's why. I mean, I took time before and after because I don't know. So everyone at work's super annoying because, I don't know, and I always feel weird about this because I feel like I know that. So like people come to me for like I'm the person at work that people come to with all the problems, and I always feel weird saying that because I don't feel like I do anything special there, but like just the way people talk, it seems like I do, I guess. Like I think they're going to be totally fine for the next like week and a half without me, but some people were freaking out. Um, but so like over the course of the last few days, everyone's asked me like, "Oh, when are you leaving for Disney?" And I'm off Thursday and Friday. Like, when are you leaving for Disney? We're like, leaving Friday. And they're like, "Oh, wait, how come you're taking Thursday off?" Because I'm fucking taking Thursday off. Like, I don't know. I don't want to be here on Thursday. Like, that's why.
When are you going back to work?
I'm off all next week, so we come back next. I think we come back next Thursday, actually.
Yeah.
But then I took off Friday, I'm not working in the other place over the weekend, so. But it was so annoying. Like literally everyone in the office at some point this week, how come you're taking off Thursday?
Hey, go fuck yourself. Like when I got back from Italy, I took off Monday.
Yeah, that's what
you
you have to
couldn't
do.
come back in Monday?
Yeah.
No, go fuck yourself.
I'm pretty sure my vacation hours are maxed out right now.
Yeah.
Like, because that's just how little time I take off usually. But although now my pre-day is gonna suck anyway because I'm probably have to get a tooth pulled. I feel like I talked about this maybe like 15 episodes ago. I like cracked my tooth in the back.
Oh yeah.
Because I can't brush my fucking back teeth, like, because I'm retarded.
Oh, because you have a gag reflex.
Yeah.
Because you just don't try.
So I've lost the two on the right side. Thank God, it's so much easier to brush on that side. But now I still have the two. I still have the two very back one on the left side. But the left one's been cracked for like a while.
You know, you're the most ridiculous person I've ever met.
Why? My life's so much better without those teeth.
I can't brush my back teeth. I have a gag reflex. Like,
you don't even understand. It's so bad.
now I only drink milkshakes because I'm not swallowing whole food. Like,
But so this one, so yeah, like a couple months ago or a few months ago, it cracked on that side, and it of course it was okay until like the week before we're going to Disney. It like started to hurt, and then my whole jaw like hurts. Like I can't open my mouth all the way.
yeah.
So I've looked like, I don't know, 2 times in the last week I've eaten like sushi rolls. And I probably looked like I was like a moron trying to eat them because like I can open my mouth just big enough to like poke them in.
Yeah. So you've eaten the softest thing possible.
Yes.
And then last night you text me the most boring conversation ever. I've seen a picture I've never seen before on Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh, what it looked like? I don't really remember. Why would you even tell me?
Well, the fact that what you brought up, I thought you had seen it as well.
Let's not bring that up.
But then I had typed an answer back to what you said because I was going to explain that, and then Laura dropped off Sam. So then I left it, and then like this afternoon, I saw that my answer was still half typed out.
Yeah. Oh, like at that point, like if that was a regular phone conversation, I would have hung up on you. Well, what do you mean? Hello? Oh, you want to hear something gross?
Yeah.
I think I already shared one gross thing today. Did I?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I've been up since 4 a.m. So
yeah,
it's not very fun. So the other day, what's today? Wednesday, Tuesday, yesterday.
Yeah.
I hit my face like right above my right in between my nose and my eye, like on a piece of metal at work. Like I turned around, I was like grabbing for something, I hit it right. And like my left side started, like it felt like it was swollen up, like I had been punched in the face and everything.
Yeah.
Stupid microphone.
There's a microphone here to simulate what we're talking about.
Yeah, and then so I start not being able to like breathe on my left side, so it feels like I have a real big like clogged nose on my right side.
Yeah.
So I like put my finger up in there, and there's like a booger scab thing, like halfway halfway into the nostril.
Huh.
So like, I guess it's like booger and scab and everything, and it had like around the hair.
Yeah.
So I like pick at it, and I pick out like a scab, a dry booger, and like a bunch of hair.
Yeah.
And then like I close up my right nostril.
Yeah.
And I like breathe as hard as I can.
Yeah.
And like this like coagulation of like blood comes out on my shirt, and,
Huh.
like down my thing, and like all the pain went away,
Huh.
all the pressure went away.
Nice.
Shirt's ruined.
Why didn't you have a tissue?
I didn't know. I didn't know that my sinus had filled up with blood.
Yeah.
Like I guess I popped like a blood vessel in there
Yeah,
or something
maybe.
like that. Yeah, and like it like scabbed up and like it like clogged my nose, and it was like the worst pain ever, like ripping all that nose hair out and shit.
Yeah.
And then like I was like, oh, but we have work shirts, so I just threw that out and put in a request for a new work shirt.
Yeah, that's the only good thing about wearing scrubs all day is like if you when you randomly drop food on yourself at lunchtime, like people
Yeah.
just assume it's like something else. Like it's like oh, you're just working. And
Yeah.
it's just, that's somebody's blood problem.
Yeah, that's yellow blood. It smells
Yeah.
like mustard.
Yeah, that wasn't a carrot that was covered in Chinese sauce that he dropped
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah, so it was pretty disgusting. And then another guy was like, "Are you okay? Do you need a doctor?" I go, "No, I feel great."
Yeah,
You know.
it's the best I've ever felt.
Yeah.
As you're dripping blood.
So I think like the scab was there from like like dry air or whatever like
Yeah.
already. So like I had to like snot and all this. It was disgusting, dude. It
Yeah.
wasn't like a lot of blood or anything. Like it was like I don't think one napkin would have contained it,
Yeah.
but like a paper towel would have. But it went on my shirt. I was like, yeah, that's gross. And I even had like a shirt in my car. Like I usually keep a gym bag in my car,
Yeah.
and I even changed my undershirt out.
Huh. You know what we should do when we have the 2 computers here that we're gonna have pretty soon?
But
We should one night, and I feel like this would be best like pretty late at night. So some night we don't work the next day. Do like a live broadcast, and then but plan out ahead of time some random chat rooms where we could like drop the link in and be like, oh, come watch this podcast, and like maybe we get like some people.
like porn podcast or
I mean, it doesn't be a porn podcast. I'm sure there's non-porn chat rooms.
oh.
I mean, I'm not aware of them, but I'm sure they exist.
Yeah. I remember I met like through chat rooms I met like 2 people that I talked to for like years. Like
Yeah.
I met a bunch of people, but like 2 people I talked to for like years. I wonder if like they would still be online, like if I went into my old AIM.
It should.
If I remember my password
No,
at all.
I think AIM.
Oh, it's
died
done,
years
right?
ago,
Yeah,
yeah.
it died, yeah.
But yeah, no, you can find. I'm sure there's like some podcast chat rooms or something, or like just general like life.
I could do it to
rooms.
Reddit.
Yeah,
Yeah. I probably should when, I upload the videos.
yeah.
But sometimes I get too lazy.
Well, we could do that and be like, oh, there's live podcast going on,
Yeah.
and then we could have some sort of chat.
Wait a second. Why don't we just do it as a shared universe?
We could.
Like during the week.
Could we do that sort of thing there?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. We'll do it there and they'll know how to do it for us.
Huh.
Why don't we just pay someone to do all the work we don't want to do?
Yeah, I feel like.
We're rich white men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have that $6,
Yeah.
41 cents.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. But I think it's probably for this podcast.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you'll have plenty of money when you get back from Disney.
Oh yeah.
You're only going to spend altogether $5,000. So what's the big deal?
That was actually our estimate that we probably total between the plane and the tickets and everything else. It's probably what the total is going to be.
The food and everything.
Yeah. I mean. Well, I'm like counting the money we already spent.
Yeah. Yeah. That's me yawning.
Yeah.
With my headphones off because it hurts my ears when I yawn.
I think it's time to wrap this up.
Yeah. All right.
We're all tired.
Well, Kev's going to Disney, so we'll catch you in a week,
yeah.
or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, a week.
Weekish.
Week. A little more than a week.
Yeah.
So, thanks for listening to this week's Whole Week Costa.